All right, you guys ready to talk about frogs?
Yes.
Oh boy, am I.
Yep.
My God.
Frogs is from 1972, and it is known as an eco-horror movie. It is 1 hour and 31 minutes long, though to some of you it might have felt a little bit longer. Some parts, they drug a little bit.
Felt like 3 days.
I had to split it up into 2 parts.
Are you serious?
I thought the opening scene where he was canoeing and taking pictures, I thought that had to have been over 15 minutes long, and it was only 4.5, and I wanted to blow my brains out.
Yep. And then, you just think, it's only going to get better.
Spoiler alert, audience, this movie's a real stinker.
Yeah, it's a giant bore. It's a giant bore the whole way through.
During the canoe scene, I kept waiting for Jason Voorhees to jump out of the water.
But it didn't happen.
It was very Voorhees.
But I did like his red canoe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was written by Robert Hutchinson and Robert Blease, I think is how you say it. And Robert Blease also wrote Whoever Slew Auntie Roo, which is like a take on Hansel and Gretel, where this lady kills kids and eats them at Christmas time. It's pretty good. Yeah. It was directed by George McGowan, who pretty much just did lots of TV. He didn't do much movies. Maybe after this, he could not get the work. So I really liked the opening, actually. I like that it wasted no time just kind of getting into the movie. We got our main guy, Pickett. Guy Pickett in his little red canoe.
I like every time he took a picture, some of the credits or whatever came up.
Yeah.
Wait, that was clever.
You had the shutter sound.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. Zach did not like the opening.
Wait, did you say wasted no time getting into the movie?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
It wasted 4.5 minutes getting into the movie.
It wasted
I liked it.
all
I
the
thought
time.
It was a fun opening. You get to meet Pickett. You get to see that he's a nature photographer. You get to see lots of flora and fauna.
Mm-hmm.
And trash.
And his red canoe that I liked. I like the snapping sounds of the shutter. I like the lizards sticking their tongues out, and I like the alligators and all the other creatures.
It was
a
dude taking pictures of trash for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he took pictures of animals first, and I liked the freeze frame with the big title card and the dramatic music. Frogs.
The music was good. I'll give you that.
Music was good.
I like how it went from music to just sounds. Depending on the scene. Well, they're the frogs. But yeah, that's true.
Shut up, Jenny. Can't do nothing about the frogs.
Yeah, shut up, Jenny.
Oh my God.
I love the old man. All right,
Torture.
So we get more dramatic music, lots of wildlife, lots of water snakes, and then we get lots of garbage. Did anybody notice there was lots of Pabst Blue Ribbon cans?
There was a lot of Pabst Blue Ribbon cans.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was a sponsor. Some product placement.
I don't know if they were a sponsor.
Oh, absolutely. That's all product placement, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody
That's
drank
a baby
it.
doll part too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, somebody
Play
drank
School
it.
Sponsor.
Yeah, Playmobil. So there's chemicals too being pumped into the water. Lots of foreshadowing. Just lots of trash. I felt like the movie was like, "Do you get it?" And they were like, "Yeah, movie." But the movie comes back like, "Do you get it? Do you get it?" That's what I felt like the movie is trying to say.
Yeah, I hate it when movies preach at me.
Yeah. Did you?
Right, I'll recycle shit.
The only thing that was missing for me was the Indian with the tear, the one single tear on the side of the road. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was not there. Yeah. So yeah, that went on for a while until we get the speedboat beer drinking scene.
Yeah, which is that's got to be where Sleepaway Camp got the idea.
That's what I thought too. Didn't it look exactly like the Sleepaway Camp
like
scene? It did. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Clint. Clint was driving the boat and Karen is there. Clint was pretty drunk, making lots of waves, acting like an asshole.
Being rad.
Just being Clint.
The only thing he was
it.
guilty of is being too radical.
Super cool.
I don't know, because did you hear him when he told Pickett, "Oh, I thought it would be funny. I thought we were going to sneak up on you."
Yeah.
Who was that funny for?
In a speedboat.
In a speedboat.
That's just a typical cool guy thing to say.
Yeah,
you know?
Cool rich
typical
guy.
Cool guy shit.
What, you didn't like it? You didn't like it that I snuck up on you and threw you in the water?
It's just a prank, bro.
He was not impressed.
Pickett was not impressed.
No, Pickett was not. What's your name? Good. Smith.
That's it?
Pickett. Smith.
I don't know what's better. What's better? I think I'd rather be called Smith than Pickett. I don't know. Do you guys like his name? Pickett.
What if
Picket fence,
what if he
pick
was
your
just
ass.
mad and that's just a made up name he came up on the spot and then he just had to go with it?
He just
then he gets invited to a party and it's just I have to keep up the charade for an entire day.
Yeah, this guy's day is miserable.
Well, props to him for the commit to that, if that's what really happened.
Man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So the Picketts take him to meet the rest of the Crockett clan and get him some dry clothes. And that's where we meet Jason, who is the miserable old fuck in the wheelchair. He's just pretty much yelling at everyone, especially Stuart. And I love that Stuart was holding his drink with two hands. Did you guys notice that?
The Stuart, the creepy bald guy?
Yeah. The son-in-law of Jason. This cast I had to keep figuring out who was who because they all looked too much alike, like two almost identical blonde girls. The younger guys looked the same to me. It was really hard for me to keep it straight.
Yeah.
It was like they were trying to make all these people main characters and it just wasn't working.
And then there was Bo Duke.
That sounds like good casting.
That blonde guy, Michael, he looked like a store brand Bo Duke.
Oh, like an Aldi.
Yeah. Spartan brand.
Spartan. Oh gosh, where am I? Okay. Lots of frog shots and frog sounds.
Yeah, a lot of frogs.
So the boat docks and Clint and Pickett are both soaking wet and Clint is already like, "Hey, do you play badminton?" He's still tying up the boat. And it's like, "Oh no, but what about tennis?" And then what's her name is asking him about ping pong. It's like they are just these rich, clueless, bored people.
I like it just how
totally established that.
I like how Pickett was tying up the boat when it's not even his boat.
Yeah.
Well, because the guy driving was pulling it up.
Mm-hmm. He knows the rules. It's just boater stuff.
Yeah.
Standard boater stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. About boater stuff.
Maritime etiquette,
Yeah.
Well, we did all have to take boater safety being from Michigan. They still do that, right?
True.
Everybody has to take boater
safety. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember boater safety.
Okay, let's see. Oh, they convinced Pickett to stay. And then more frogs. And lots of stiff acting by Stuart.
Yes.
Best. Then Jason just gives Pickett some shit about being on his property. And we see Michael Martindale, which is another nephew. Phone's dead. That's a reoccurring theme. Yes, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Before that scene came on, when they meet Stuart, I just like how he's just underneath a willow tree, like he's about to give him a side quest. Because he's all lit up and stuff.
The light was like God's light coming down. Yeah, I did notice that. I think I had that in my notes and I took it out actually. Okay, so phone's dead. Karen tells Pickett it's because of the holiday, which I don't know why that would matter.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Then we meet Jenny Crockett, Clint's wife, and that's when I put in my notes, these blondes look way too much alike. I just couldn't do it. Karen walks Pickett around and introduces him to everyone. So we meet Aunt Iris Martindale, who I loved. She is the wife of Stuart, and Bella, who's with Kenneth Martindale. I don't know. What did you guys think of the characters?
I thought Iris had no thoughts behind those eyes.
There was nothing going on upstairs. She was like, "Oh, butterfly."
There's butterflies.
Yeah.
Flipping around in there, I think. Yeah.
That's all that was going on.
Yeah.
And I thought.
What about you, Joe? Oh, sorry.
Bella was super pretty.
Bella was really pretty. Bella was actually, everybody in this movie was quite pretty. Well, maybe not Iris and Stewart, but yeah.
Just bland.
Nice bald head.
Yeah, just
who had a nice bald head?
Stewart. You kept it shiny.
You did keep
Just
it
a bunch
shiny.
of pretty empty-headed people.
With all wearing white. Lots of white clothes.
A lot of white.
A lot of white.
Mm-hmm.
So then Pickett standing outside the bathroom because there's only one shower in this whole place. I didn't understand that. Like, why would he be? There had to be more than one bathroom. I didn't get it.
I thought he was in that one guy's bedroom because he was going to borrow some clothes.
Oh, because he would need to dry clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was going to take a shower.
Sense.
And everybody was the same size.
Everyone was the same size.
They were.
Yeah.
They were. They were.
Grandpa keeps a tight unit.
Yeah, he does. Then we get this weird, awkward rich people lunch, and the kids bring a gigantic bullfrog, and then Michael calls them stupid and like tosses it across the yard.
What was the kid's name again?
Jay. Don't be stupid, Jay. Eat it.
Jay, don't be stupid.
That was
the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah, that was the best part of the movie. Okay.
And
then there was
Store Brand Duke was pretty sensitive.
Who's pretty sensitive?
The Store Brand Duke.
Michael.
Michael.
Yes,
Michael.
Okay, so at the rich people lunch, they're talking about the frogs, and Stuart wants to throw oil in the water because he thinks that will help.
Right away. That's plan A.
Yeah. That was plan A.
The 70s ruled.
Yeah.
And then I think Jason hired Pickett to evaluate the island and write some kind of frog report. And Pickett said he would do that, but I don't think that ever happened.
Yeah, he just kind of took a lap and was like, "Yeah, there's a lot of frogs."
Yeah, I can do that for you. Peace.
I would just went home. Just would have left.
He wanted to go home. They kept talking him into staying. And you could definitely see people tossing frogs into each scene. Like the one that landed almost upside down on the cake.
Yeah.
It had to right itself. Yeah, lots of frogs. Beautiful frog footage. I was thinking that old Bush's Bean commercial. Roll the beautiful frog footage.
That beautiful bean footage.
The frogs.
I love it.
Yes. Okay, so where are we? Pickett tries to leave again, but then Jason is like, "No, can you go look for Grover? He's this guy that I sent out to kill all the animals." And Pickett goes to look for Grover, and he finds his sprayer and all these dead animals. But then he finds a dead Grover who's obviously still breathing. You guys caught that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still breathing.
Very obvious.
Very alive.
Could not figure. Guy never learned how to hold his breath.
No.
Yeah.
Or shut his eyes because they were open in one scene and closed in the next one.
Mhm.
I like how the face makeup also changed.
It did. It did. And all the animals that were laying on him, it kind of reminded me of that guy's hat in Arachnophobia that just had the perfect placement of the bugs. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Lots of animals, dead animals. And then we get a really cute scene where Belle is drinking with Maybelle. And they have a little bonding moment. Belle's drinking with help.
Drinking with the help.
Drinking with the help. I thought it was cute. I like that.
Grandpa said you're not supposed to do that.
Grandpa says a lot of things. I don't think Bella had any fucks to give about Crockett's and what they do.
No, he didn't.
No.
She didn't.
She didn't. And then more frog footage. Then we see the phone is still dead. And then Karen says, "Dumb phone company." Because that was an actual line in this movie. It was an act. Yep. Somebody wrote that and somebody said it and got paid for it. Dumb phone company.
Dumb phone company.
And then we get one of my favorite scenes, the snake in the chandelier. Did you guys like that?
Yes.
Where you can see the person's hand.
Blam, 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 blam.
You're missing a scene.
What?
When Pickett comes back and he talks to Jason by himself.
Well, I was getting into that. But it showed the snake first. Oh, go ahead. I don't have anything about the lighting.
Oh, it just outlined his penis in his pants.
Yes. Sam Elliott.
Yes. Sam Elliott was packing.
Sam Elliott is hanging 10.
Pickett was packing.
That's the first thing I noticed. I don't know what that says about me, but
that it was. I mean, you haven't seen that in theaters, Zach?
Oh my god. It's 3D, but it's not.
Yes, but it's not.
It's like it's jumping out at me.
You're just a slut for a man in a Canadian suit.
Canadian
tuxedo.
Yeah, tuxedo. My bad.
It's okay. You'll get better.
So what Jordan was saying. Oh, I have Sam, but it's not Sam. It's Pickett. Pickett lies and tells the family that he can't find Grover, but then he tells Jason that, I found Grover and he's fucking dead, and we need to get he's super dead. We needed to get dead Grover out of the woods, and Jason's like, no, it'll totally ruin my birthday, so we're not gonna do that. And
it's my birthday.
Yeah,
it's my birthday.
And then frogs are like getting thrown against the window. But then there's screams from another room, and Jason like rolls into the dining room in his wheelchair, pulls out a gun from under his lap blanket, his grandpa blanket.
Yeah, he just has a little 6-shooter on him at all times.
And then he just shoots the snake, and then was like, "Okay, let's eat." And everybody goes to sit down at the table.
Which
after the snake
baffled me was like the shot like didn't damage the house at all. It didn't hit anything else. It just.
There's no snake blood on the table.
Nothing.
Yeah.
They just sit down and eat.
Very neat.
Maybe I'll already set that table. So
I like it how the butler like brought out a little hanky to pick it up off the table. Though
he's like,
he wasn't gonna touch it.
Got a case of the ickies.
Makes sense.
I mean, I wasn't going to touch it. Pickett asked Jason, what if nature is trying to get back at us? And Jason's like, that's hogwash. And he just rolls away.
Yeah, he rolls away.
Rolls away.
Keep rolling.
And then we cut to Clint and Jenny getting into a fight, and he pretty much yells at her and says, shut your whore mouth. I don't even
know
what
was
the
cool.
fight was about. I don't know.
It was about, she was complaining about
I'm tired of babysitting, and you always listen to your grandpa.
Yeah, her husband wasn't giving her enough attention. She was giving his grandpa all the attention.
You're always drunk on the
Shut up, woman. He's a millionaire, and I'm trying to get on his good side. Play along.
Pretty much. I like how she said babysitting, but they're her kids. You're not babysitting. You're parenting. Shut up.
Right.
Deserve a slap, bitch. Okay, then more frog footage. Then it's the next day. Happy birthday, Grandpa. And I think the movie kind of picked up at this point. Did you guys not think that? Were you bored all the way through?
Yes.
It was so slow.
This movie was awful.
Marianne, I just can't agree with you on this. It was so slow.
This was a dry piece of toast of a movie.
This was drier than burnt toast.
I liked it.
It was like if somebody gave me a dry piece of toast and sprinkled melatonin on it.
Yeah. Jordan had to like check me a couple of times because I was just started playing on my phone and didn't even realize I was doing it.
I'm not going to bullshit you. I don't know what happened in the last 15 minutes of this movie because I was asleep.
Well, you'll find out.
I woke up to Army.
I'll let you know.
I woke up to Army of Darkness playing, and I came up out of my sleep like, "Oh, sweet, a good movie."
Yeah,
that is a good movie. I like
a good movie's on.
I'm teleported into a beautiful world where they play good movies,
and then you wake up, and we have to talk about frogs. Happy birthday, Mary.
Happy birthday.
Glad you like my pick.
For everybody that doesn't know, this was Marianne's birthday pick.
Yep.
Birthday pick.
It wasn't even like a random drawing. This was selected.
Nope. I've seen it before, and I actually liked it. So I have in my notes what.
No, I was going to say,
you're going to appreciate
we're shitting out. Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, right. Shit on it. That's fine. I know it's a bad movie. I can't explain why I like it.
Okay.
It's terrible.
I'm glad that's agreed upon.
How the frog footage kept coming up. I had a picture in my head of the editor and the director in like an SNL skit, and the director being like, I need more frog footage.
I need more frog.
Yeah.
Not frog.
Like, I have a fever, and the only thing that will cure it is more frog footage.
There's more frogs.
And then the editor being like, dude, come on, we don't need more frog footage. I thought that would be hilarious.
Spoiler for everybody, these frogs, you know that the movie's titled off of? They don't kill anybody. They're just there.
Yeah, they do.
They are. No,
They don't.
Person.
They don't kill anybody.
They really
don't kill
And guess
anybody.
what? They're not frogs. They're actually toads.
Mm-hmm.
Point for like.
Well,
my God.
They used a mixture of frogs and toads.
But they were mostly toads.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
A very small budget.
Oh no, they were mostly frogs. Yeah. They're
They
mostly
can only
frogs.
afford toads.
They used about 500 Florida frogs.
Jesus. So it's the
Yeah.
next day, which is Grandpa's birthday, and the kids are setting off fireworks, and Karen tells Pickett that she wanted to bang last night, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That was pretty cool of her.
Floor was too
that's
creaky.
cool.
I
He did the
appreciate
wedding
her
band.
forwardness.
I don't know if anybody noticed.
He does?
He did, yeah.
No, I didn't notice.
What
No.
happens in the bow stays in the bow.
That's
My eyes
right.
were just
That's
drawn to
right.
that massive piece he was rocking between his legs.
Yeah.
Tightest jeans.
That State Fair award-winning hog of his.
I sent Blue Ribbon
Yeah,
hog.
it's a blue ribbon hog.
I sent a Snapchat of that dong to a lot of people.
Oh,
And
right.
I forgot that one of my friends I sent it to, his name is Nick Elliott. So, and I captioned it, Sam Elliott has a massive cock. And he's like, yeah, it just runs in the Elliott family.
Oh my god.
Them Elliott boys, they've always been known for their big hangers.
Zach, why are you always talking about big penises? We had this.
I am not always talking about big penises.
this
Give me
second
another
episode.
example. I don't. Okay, out of how many?
You're hog crazy.
I am.
You
I'm
could
going
say
hog
you're.
wi-
You could
I'm
say
going
you're
hog
hog wild.
Hog wild.
Wild. I'm sorry. It's just that's what I find funny. That is what I find funny.
Mhm.
I don't know
That's
what
your
it is.
humor.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't know what it is, and I didn't have that weird of a childhood.
Maybe in a past life you were a hog greaser.
Maybe
Hog
it
greaser?
Yeah.
was
Mhm.
hogs.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Medieval job. Hog greaser. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right, I'll have to
People don't
Google
know
that
that.
later.
Wouldn't.
All right, let's get back to this. I don't even know where we are going with this conversation. But Clint, we're back to Clint, and he wants to play King of the Log. King of the Log.
I was going hog wild
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're-
Marianne was greasing hog before I was even
Oh.
born.
Yeah.
That was not my fault. That wasn't my fault. So Clint wants to play King of the Log, and he tells Michael, when you're through pounding, why don't you warm me up a little bit? That's the
Mhm.
sentence that he uttered, which I
I
thought
love-
was pretty great.
I love the sexual
Mhm.
energy this movie brings.
And his response is so deadpan. It's like, no, I don't want to.
No.
Mhm.
But then Clint talks him into it anyway, knocks him off the log twice and calls him a loser. And then his dad's like, yeah, you are a loser.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Pretty much. I like that scene. I thought it was pretty great.
Can't handle a little pillow fight on a log.
Yeah,
Little
a log-
baby.
Clint is like that asshole uncle everybody has. Like, that just doesn't know when to shut up. Or just keeps pushing
Mhm.
you until one kid is crying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he tries to get
I
Bella
remember-
to play with his log too, but she's not having it. Sorry, Zach. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just speaking about uncles, just keep going until one of the kids gets hurt. I just remember when one day at a family reunion, we turned a wiffle ball game into tackle wiffle ball, where you couldn't just tag them with the ball; you had to tackle them, and our uncles were playing with us. and they were going full speed, just trucking these 10-year-olds.
Oh my god.
It was really fun. It was really funny.
Was he your Uncle
Somebody got
Chad?
hurt, huh?
No, it was distant relatives.
Oh,
It was a lot of cousins that I don't see a whole lot. A lot of the older ones.
I just imagine your Uncle Chad just tackling you down as a 10-year-old. Just
He
shoulder
could have.
checking you.
He could have, but he chooses not to. Chad's too cool.
That's fair. He is pretty cool.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going to partake in that.
Too cool. All right. Then we get Pickett telling Jason, like, we need to do something with that fucking body. Like, it's the 4th of July and he's been
Yeah,
living
it's
out there
rotting.
for like 2 days. Like,
It's
it's
like really
ridiculous.
muggy and hot outside.
It's
It's going to
like
be
we're
really
in
gross
Florida.
soon.
But it's my birthday.
It's gonna start
But it's my-
bloating.
Yeah.
It's my
Pretty much
birthday.
should say it.
My
Pretty
birthday.
much should say
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
Excuse me.
And then, sorry, somebody say something?
No, I just burped and said, excuse me.
Oh, okay. And then we get Michael taken off in the Jeep, and I love this scene. There's just lots of snakes and lizards, and he starts shooting birds, and then he's like gallivanting, almost skipping through the forest, and shoots himself
With a shotgun?
in the calf.
Mm-hmm.
I
my
laughed
question-
so freaking hard. Oh my god!
My question is, why did he even shoot the bird? I thought he brought the gun just like to protect himself.
I don't.
And he was
I
just
don't
like,
know.
he's got something he's supposed to be doing. He's like, hold everything. I'm just gonna stop and I'm gonna shoot this bird. And then I don't know why he was even going after it. I don't know what he was planning on doing with the bird.
I don't know.
And yeah, he was just skipping through the bayou and
He just wants to be
Shoots
like his
himself.
grandpa.
You
He
think
wants to
that's
be in a
what it was?
wheelchair.
No, a good hunter.
He's
'Cause
doing
he
a
has
really good job.
Maybe that too. Now let's think about his grandpa's office with all his taxidermy. And then he had his
Oh.
grandpa's gun.
Maybe
and
if
it's
I'm
like,
a cripple like my
grandpa.
grandpa, I'll be brave and I can win log pillow fights.
Well, yeah. Maybe Grandpa will give me all the money.
Yeah, maybe I'll get to be king of the hog.
Jesus Christ. Well, he doesn't get to be king of anything because he gets attacked by like moss and spiders, and I think there were vines and like a scorpion or something. And then the spiders hide his body with webs.
Mhm.
I don't know. I liked that. The
Well,
spiders
It's so
are
fast.
spinning webs all over his body.
And this whole time that he was getting attacked by spiders, he kept his mouth open the
He
whole
did.
time.
Yeah, like a spider got dropped into his mouth.
Yeah, it's like,
It was like
buddy,
he was waiting. He was waiting for
Yeah.
a spider, I think. Yeah.
He was waiting
It
for
was-
that. He was waiting for a hog.
It was very
He
He was waiting for a hog.
Jesus. He was like,
He was waiting for
"Pick
Sam
it,
Elliott to
pick
come around the corner.
it." Like,
Maybe if I
God.
just sit here and wait patiently, he'll show up. Put it in my mouth. It's like waiting
Well, we're
for the
gonna-
Great Pumpkin.
Oh, God. Don't pull Charlie Brown into this nonsense. We're going to get Iris now. She asks her son, Kenneth, hey, go to the greenhouse and like get me some flour or something. And she just takes off with her butterfly net. And the greenhouse is absolutely packed to the gills with fucking lizards.
Yeah.
The lizards shut the door, and then they start knocking over chemicals and poisons because they're labeled. And Kenneth asphyxiates. Sorry, I got my Invisalign and I can't say it. Asphyxiates on poison gases that are just for people, I guess, because the lizards are fine. They are just
Right,
having a
lizards are
time. I
perfectly
love that
fine.
one that was hanging. And
Oh,
Yeah.
by his hand? Yeah.
The
That was pretty
gecko.
sweet.
He was
Oh
playing
my
Spider-Man.
God, that was great. Okay,
God.
so then Pickett ends up finding Kenneth, and Bella's freaking out. Clint and Jenny are drunk, very drunk,
Yeah,
and then
they
someone
are.
off screen is tossing frogs.
Mhm.
Just tons of
Awesome.
frogs into the scene. Pickett and Charles go see the body, and then Pickett asks Charles, "Is there someplace we can put a body?" And Charles is like, "Yeah, there is." He answers so fast, like, "Yeah, sir." I will
Not
put
my
the body-"
first time.
That was my thought too. Immediately, it's like, oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
not a problem.
There used
This
to
is
be
where
more
we keep
That was
grandkids
all
Charlie
the
running
dead
around.
relatives.
There probably was more grandkids.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is
and
where we
we're
hide
back
all
to-
of these.
Yes, all the Crockett's.
All, yeah,
And then Iris, who has no idea that she just sent her son to his death, is out catching
Right.
butterflies.
right. Yeah,
She gets
Mhm.
clotheslined by some moss.
and I tell you what, when she backed up from that moss, she had a look on her face. I think she was kind of into it because she was choked a little bit. She backed
That's
up and
hilarious.
she was like, "Oh, that's something to think about for later."
Oh gosh.
But
So
Stuart would
not
never.
only is she just like an empty-headed butterfly lady, she is also a sexual deviant. I think she realized
Mhm.
in the middle.
Yeah, learned it from her daddy. And then we get Stuart out looking for her.
There's a lot of layers to what you just said.
Yeah, I know. So Stuart's out looking for her, and Iris is stumbling around. She grabs a vine, but it's a snake, and then all the snakes are like coming towards Iris, and she's like
Right.
acting her ass off.
Mhm.
I like
Oh
how
my
She's
god!
she-
acting so hard.
I like how she only has one scream.
She only has one scream.
And then
But
she just
she
goes
has-
fuck the trail and just starts trucking through the woods, getting all
Just
caught up.
stomping. in her
stomping.
pink dress and sneakers. It was pretty great.
Yeah, her little flats.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like she knows these woods pretty well. She seems to be getting lost.
You would think that she would. You would think.
With how many butterflies she got.
But she falls in the mud.
Know. The one scene where they actually show her hunting butterflies, she's awful at it. She runs past several of them.
She does.
She's terrible at it. I think Antiris was a little slow.
She was a little cognitively impaired.
Yeah, it's from getting choked too much in bed. Lost too much
now
oxygen
she's dealing
for a
with
little too
leeches.
long.
There's leeches all over her. She stumbles around and she sees her net and she looks at this net like it's going to save her life.
Yes.
Like she's so excited to see this net that she doesn't even need. Why are you even picking it up? Because if she wouldn't have picked it up, she loves her net.
She wasn't giving up on them butterflies. She was never trying to go home. She was just trying to circle back around to the net so she could keep going for butterflies.
Oh, God.
She's like, there it is. I'm not leaving out those goddamn butterfly.
Did you guys like all the colors Iris turned after she got bit by the snake?
That was the most bizarre scene. And then also, too, she was bitten by the rattlesnake and was instantly dead. That doesn't...
Yeah.
Insta-dead.
And it sounded like the snake like bit a wooden hand. It was like...
Yeah, I was like... Yep,
yeah.
and
then 4 different colors at least. Yeah.
I like when she was dying, she was still smiling. No thoughts. She was smiling.
Because she has no
sweet
thoughts.
relief.
Yeah.
Butterflies.
This venom is choking me from the inside, and I'm into it.
That was not how Iris was supposed to die.
No.
Do you guys want to know how she was supposed to die?
Hopefully frogs, but probably not.
No, by a giant butterfly that pushes her into quicksand.
What?
No,
Why didn't they do that?
That would have been good.
I don't know.
That would have made this movie better.
It would have.
They do have quicksand in the scene, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what she was the leeches. Yeah. They thought it was too silly.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know this was a super serious movie.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that.
It is funny when writers, like, they have this intention of making something super serious that's supposed to send a message, and every single time you try to be serious, it just becomes ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we all got the message.
Enjoy that.
Trash is bad. Trash in water is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Frogs the movie is bad.
That was Frogs the movie is bad. But back to the movie, because Stewart is wrestling a fucking alligator.
Oh my god, this fucking scene. I don't know how he died. He was winning.
He was kicking its ass.
He was kicking its ass the whole time. Then it just shows him like getting limbs ripped off and stuff. Like he was manhandling that alligator.
Then there was another alligator that I thought was gonna sneak up and finish the job. No, it doesn't even show up in the scene. It just it doesn't even show up to the fight. It's just chilling.
It was just watching like a pervert.
Yeah, exactly. Watching his boy, watching his friend, other alligator, get his ass whooped.
Well, they both had their alligator, whatever that thing is called. They were both taped shut. I don't know if you guys could see the tape. I could see it in the version I watched.
I mean, I mean, he had to have died just from like exhaustion of beating too much alligator ass.
Yeah. He was whipping him.
He was putting the smackdown on that thing.
Go Stewart.
Like he was giving the alligator the death roll.
He was. He
was rolling it. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
I thought it was great. I like that scene.
I like how dark the water was because it made me think of his comment.
The oil.
Yeah,
the oil.
Stewart's oil.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Oh, maybe that's what killed him.
The oil, yeah.
Oh. Wasn't the gator?
He drank too much oil.
Yeah. He drank too much oil.
He drank too much oil.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we go back to the house, and Jason's like, nobody's leaving. And Bella's like, fuck off, I am totally leaving. And the 3 smart people decide they're going to leave. So it's Bella, Maybelle, and Charles. And then we get more frog footage. More frog footage. And then drunk Clint takes Bella, Charles, and Maybelle in the boat, and no one is on the dock. But there's stuff out, like people just disappeared. Like there's a grill with Spam on it. That was totally Spam.
It was totally Spam.
That was not burnt. So how long has it been there?
I know. It was
the grill was still going.
Wasn't there a cigarette that was lit somewhere too?
Yeah. I don't know.
A cold beer.
Yeah, like everybody just died instantly.
Yeah. By frog.
Nature made them spontaneously. Pollution made them spontaneously combust.
Yes, it did. It did. And then they start getting attacked by birds. Charles, Bella, and Maybelle get attacked by birds, and so they run into a shack. Except Clint, who tries to swim to his boat because
right. Oh yes, because we forgot to mention. Yeah, the lizard bit the rope that it was tied to. Yes.
How great would it have been if there was a scene of the animals taking the boat up to the middle and shutting
that would have been sweet. There's just a bunch of frogs. Yeah, there's just a bunch of frogs driving it, and then they pull the key and just drop it in the water.
And they keep looking back for Clint. Like, oh
wait, he's coming in a second. Watch us.
And then they stop it, and they're all got their frog hands and going. Like,
lizards flipping them the bird.
Oh my gosh, we should remake this movie. We'd be so good at it.
It would be so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Frogs the remake would be good.
It would. Well, we also have Jenny on the shore, and she's watching the whole thing from the dock.
Yeah.
And she sees Clint go down, and apparently she's stuck in the mud. But at one point, she does get her whole foot out, I think.
Right.
She's definitely not stuck.
Right, because Clint tried swimming to his boat, and he got bit by a bunch of snakes and died.
Yes.
And then
Jenny's gets killed by a turtle. Who gets killed by a turtle?
Snapping turtle. Yeah.
They're vicious.
Right. Mm-hmm. You're right, but I don't think it's they're gonna murder you. They could sniff your Achilles.
Oh.
I think there was a crab or something there too, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a bunch of crabs.
There were some crabs.
Was a bunch of crabs.
Mm-hmm. Jenny definitely had crabs.
Mm-hmm.
God. Probably got him from Pickett.
Probably.
Well, Pickett decides that they're all leaving, but Jason's like, "No, I'm not." They take off in his little red canoe, and of course he gets stuck. So Pickett has to take his shirt off and fight snakes. And he's shooting
I'm not going to take my boots or my pants off. I'm going to take my shirt off.
My shirt off.
Yeah.
And then Karen is just screaming all that. And they have the kids with them. Yeah. They have the two kids that I don't remember.
He beats the hell out of some snakes with a paddle. I think that scene was kind of cool because he beat the hell out of some snakes, hopped in a canoe, and 5 seconds later, alligator comes, whips out a shotgun, and just blows it to Kingdom Come and just keeps trucking. I was like, all right, that was pretty badass.
He was a badass.
That was a cool Sam Elliott move. That's a fat hog move.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's a hog greaser mentality.
Yeah. Only somebody hanging 10 like that can be that slick about just destroying everything around them like nothing.
Well, of course, Pickett makes it to the dock. Of course he does, because he's Pickett with his lady and the kids. And then back at the house,
that one kid is doofy looking.
The girl,
that little girl, that girl is doofy looking.
It was her
that haircut
movie.
She is homely.
A bit, and that haircut did not help.
No,
that was awful.
No, she had a poor mud person haircut, which was very surprising with the money that her family came from.
Yeah, maybe it was some style back then. Maybe it was couture, and we just don't know.
I don't think so.
Maybe
I wasn't there, but I don't think so.
Right, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Well, they get back to the dock, and I guess we're supposed to believe that Charles, Bella, and Maybelle are all dead. But they made it into the shack. Because there was one suitcase
in there. Yeah.
Because there's a suitcase and I think there might have been some blood on one of the pieces of clothing. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. Where'd they go?
They went into a little shack. That's what they were running to. And maybe the shack was infested with lizards, and they had poison too. I don't know.
Very open to interpretation.
Very open. Yeah. But anyway, Pickett, Karen, and the kids, they hitch a ride with a mom and her kid. And guess what the kid has? He's got a frog.
He's got a frog.
Nice freeze frame on the frog.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to talk about... Yeah, there we go. Jason's death, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, so we're back at the house, and the frogs are breaking windows, and they're scaring the dog, and they're
how the fuck are the
records.
frogs breaking through the windows?
I don't know. People are probably
They're heavy.
Windows.
They're heavy.
Yeah, but they're also squishy.
Yeah, it's not glass friendly, that's for sure.
No. Well, Grandpa's drinking, which I would be too in that moment for sure.
Right.
Because all the wall animals are actually like leering. I thought that part was actually a little creepy with all the animals on the wall. The way they shot it, where they're all like going in and they're making all their animal noises, except for that one fish sounded like a dolphin.
It was very Ace Ventura.
Super Ace Ventura when he goes in the trophy room.
Okay, yeah. So Ace Ventura got that from frogs.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, at least Frogs was an inspiration to at least 2 movies.
At least 2 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think the frogs like prank called him because all of a sudden the phones were there's no one there.
and Jason calls it out. He was so stupid. He's like, "How is it down? It was ringing." Oh my god, it was fantastic.
Oh my god. And then after that, there's just frogs on top of frogs on top of frogs. They're just everywhere, and they're like in piles. Pretty much, and that's when the movie ends. He's covered with frogs. There's frogs on his wheelchair.
Yeah.
And then the house goes dark. And then there's a cartoon frog. And the swallows a hand at the credits, which I loved.
Oh man,
I was just Jordan.
There was a lot of Budweiser drank in that movie too. I was really hoping that there would be like the Budweiser frogs, but no.
Oh my god, I forgot about the Budweiser frogs.
Oh yeah,
Budweiser.
They were probably what do you call it? Inspired by frogs as well.
Maybe.
For sure. All right, Jordan, you got some facts for us? Got some special features?
Not a lot.
There was not a lot of information on this movie. Now, I don't think it's really interesting to a lot of people.
I could tell you that they used 500 Florida frogs and 100 South American cane toads, and that a good chunk of them escaped.
Okay. Not a good frog wrangler on the set.
No, on IMDb there wasn't even like an animal handling credit.
Probably because
they all escaped, and now there's an invasive species in Florida. So it's from that movie.
Yeah.
But I can tell you who did the makeup for it. It was Thomas R. Berman.
Did he get much work after this?
Yeah, he worked on Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Really? That movie's makeup is so good.
Nip Tuck. This is one of his first movies he did.
Oh, okay. So he's probably 14 or something.
Yeah. He also did Howard the Duck.
Oh, classic.
Joe used to love Howard the Duck.
I did.
We watched it many, many times.
He also did a lot of Grey's Anatomy.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Their stuff looks very real, so that's impressive.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell how good his work is because he only put makeup on one guy. Well, no, I forgot Iris turned blue.
Iris and then Grover.
Iris and Grover.
Iris and Grover.
Pardon me.
What's his name? He had a little pal or two with the lizard guy.
Oh, did he? Okay.
He also worked on Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And My Bloody Valentine. The original. Mm-hmm. Now, he did quite a few movies that we recognize, like The Doctor of Island Moreau as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Frogs was his 6th movie he worked on.
Okay.
So, yeah.
He probably worked with what he had, actually, with that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, his very first movie, he was an assistant makeup artist for Planet of the Apes. And the guy who did the music was Les Baxter.
Okay.
Really good at frog noises.
Really such a
Agreed.
Yeah.
He probably went out with one of those long stick microphones and recorded in this.
For people who haven't seen this movie, you have to understand the entire movie. There is sounds of hundreds of frogs in the background from start to finish, whether they're outside, whether they're in the house. You just hear a drone of frogs the entire hour and a half, and it's a nightmare.
Yep.
Well, Les Baxter would have nothing to do with the sound department. He was the composer of the film.
You're right. The music has nothing to do with the sound department. That makes sense.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm so stupid. Sorry.
Nice eye roll.
Pardon the fuck out of me.
Jordan's waiting patiently.
Next, Jordan. We're done.
Yeah, that was about it.
Oh, that was it?
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, did a bunch of other movies, but it's not important.
Okay. Who wants to guess the budget?
$10. Wait.
$1. 1972.
100,000.
When did we get
150,000? 150,000.
When did we get off the gold standard?
1968.
Okay, so all right, because that matters. I'm gonna say 200.
George?
Do you have to look that up?
Oh, I was close. 71.
Oh man, I was a year off.
175,000.
I think Jordan was closest. It was 200,000.
Yeah, Jordan was closest.
Yeah.
Who wants to guess how much it made?
$500,000.
60,000.
I hope Zach
Jordan.
is right. I hope not many people other than I had to sit through this.
Right. I hope to God.
No. 500,000.
2 million.
No fucking way.
Yes, fucking way. 2 million.
How?
Yeah.
It was the
People like
70s.
frogs. It was the 70s. There was
Somebody's
nothing else to
frog.
do. 72.
There were so many more things to do. What?
All right. What's the tomato meter? Who wants to guess that?
Oh God.
4.7.
What, George?
4.7.
No, the
It's
tomato
a
that's
percentage.
IMDb. This is a percentage
Oh,
one.
my bad.
There's audience and the tomato meter, right?
Yeah, tomato meters critics.
45%.
I was just about to say 43.
I'm gonna say this is heavily critically acclaimed and 98% on the
Oh
tomato
my
meter.
god. It's 29%.
This is the type of garbage that critics love.
Yes, it is.
But I was wrong. Okay.
Audience score.
4.5.
63%.
No, George, you're still on IMDb.
God
Put your,
damn it.
put your chin down. Give me a percentage.
I was picking water.
Jordan just sitting there drinking.
41.
beer in the
I
dark.
got 41 on this.
On
33.
the audience score.
Yeah.
Zach, did you give one?
Yeah, 64.
Hey, Meg.
24%.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's a stinker.
Okay, Jordan, now you can do the IMDb.
4.5.
Okay.
2.8. 2.8.
1.7.
Okay. 4.4 on
Wow.
the IMDb.
Out of 5
Okay, you guys
stars.
ready for some? Yeah, out of 10.
Oh, thank God.
You ready for some taglines?
Yes.
Cold green skin against soft warm flesh. A croak, a scream.
The frogs never even killed
Right.
anybody.
I know.
Ever.
This is infuriating. Hey, Jordan, can you turn your light on? I can barely see you.
The cat ears are really glowing.
Yeah, all I see is floating cat ears and just you got Google. Hey, Google. Hey, Google it. No, she took her headphones off.
It's the day that nature strikes back is another one.
Okay, that makes sense.
This is my favorite. Today the pond, tomorrow the world.
Okay, that's my favorite one.
It's
very
good,
pink.
but it does not go with the movie.
Very, very
This
Pinky in the
one-
Brain-esque.
This one really doesn't go with the movie. They won't stay dead.
What?
Yeah. Nothing to do with the movie at all.
Nope.
No. All right. How many stars would you guys give this trash?
Out of how many?
We've been
10.
doing 5.
Oh,
0.
You'd give it 0 stars?
Yeah. I
Okay.
would give this movie 0 stars.
Okay.
I'll give it half a star for Sam Elliott.
I give it 2.5.
I'll give it 2.5. It entertained me. You guys found it boring, but I was entertained, so
I thought it was funny.
I
I'm glad
liked
you could find joy in it.
Yeah.
When I was trying to look up facts for the movie, I saw some audience ideas that the frogs had like psychic powers from the pollution. And that's why you can see them everywhere, and they're watching, and then they're just commanding all the other animals to do their bidding.
That would be cool if that was implied.
Mm-hmm. If that was implied at all, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it wasn't.
All right, I like it.
I like it too.
And I also read that some people thought it was like an apocalypse type of world, and that you're just seeing it from one perspective. And that's why the phones were dead. They couldn't find anybody. And that one lady's like, I didn't see anybody for over an hour.
Okay.
Didn't hit. Didn't hit.
Didn't hit.
Yeah. Man. Boy, oh boy. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to ask. Go ahead.
Zach, go.
Okay. I was just going to interrupt and say, like, so who would recommend this movie to someone?
That was my next question. I was going to say the same thing.
Shoot.
I would recommend it. Obviously, I recommended you guys watch it.
I would recommend it to blind and deaf people.
Wow. Wow. Nice.
So, Marianne, why would you recommend this to somebody?
I would not recommend it to everybody, but people that like bad movies, like I do, I think they might have fun watching it. It might be fun to watch with a group, maybe have a drinking game to go along with it.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy bad movies as well. We all enjoy bad movies. But this was just like not even bad in a fun way. This is the first time I've come across like a movie that was not even bad in a fun way.
I've never had to split a movie into two parts yet. And
that was an hour and a half long.
And yeah, a short movie. And even then, I started watching it this morning at like 8 o'clock, and I was falling back asleep. I just could not pay attention to it. And then I'm like, all right, I'll go do my day and then try to watch the second half before we start this. And I fell asleep again. It was, there was never any excitement for me at all. Nothing. There was no atmosphere, just wasn't there. Atmosphere was completely dry. The acting was dry. It was unbearable.
I respect your opinion. It's definitely not going to be something everybody likes, for sure.
Indigestible. But yeah, that's what I thought.
Would you recommend it, Zach?
Hey, oh boy. I can't say I would. Normally I can find something in a movie where I'd be able to recommend it to somebody for a particular reason, but for this one I guess if you hate pollution or like if you're an activist of some sort, I would definitely recommend you watch this movie.
Dear Al Gore.
Yeah, Dear Al Gore. I attached is a movie you should watch. I found it very informational. It might help you for your campaign. I'm definitely rooting for you in 2024.
Yeah, 2024.
Yeah,
for sure.
Good luck.
Yeah. All right, Jordan.
Yeah, I recommend to people who like B-rated horror. And if they really like Sam Elliott a little too
and his
much.
penis.
Yeah.
I like Sam Elliott and his penis way too much, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I learned something about myself today. So there you go. I got something out of it.
All right. So the new random question is, pick a character from this movie to spend the day with.
The hot one in the beginning of the movie in the boat.
Sam Elliott.
The sister.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. That was good, George. Perfect.
Outstanding.
Karen. I think he meant Karen.
Yeah, Karen.
Yeah, Sharon is Karen. You go first, Jordan. I gotta think.
Bella. I feel like she'd be super fun to hang out with.
Yeah. That's what I was going to pick, too. I think Sam Elliott would just want to show me his nature pictures, like, all day.
I feel like Sam Elliott, like, I would like to just, like, sit at a dive bar with Sam Elliott for, like, 8 hours.
Oh, my God. Yes, like Big Lebowski. Yes, absolutely. That'd be great.
Yeah, exactly, like the Big Lebowski. Just sit there with him and just, have him impart wisdom onto me. Man.
Yes, exactly.
Have a few beers. I think that'd be nice. I can ask him about his giant
Meaty hog.
His giant presence in Hollywood.
Oh my god. All right, so I just have very little about the cast. The biggest star of this movie, I don't know if you guys could tell that Ray Milland, who played Jason, was a more seasoned actor, the guy in the wheelchair. Like, you could tell he was slumming it making this movie, I would hope. He did tons and tons of TV. He started acting in the 20s. He was really handsome, and he actually had his own show called The Ray Milland Show, where he played a teacher at an all-girls school where all the girls were in love with him. But the movie that I wanted to talk about was, he was in this movie called The Thing with Two Heads. And this is the plot.
Sam Elliott's Hog?
No. No. So Ray Milland plays a surgeon. And there's these doctors, he's dying. And there are these doctors who are forced to transplant the head of a dying racist surgeon onto the body of a black death row inmate. This is the plot to a movie.
Why are we watching frogs when we're watching this? This is what I want. This is what I'm talking about.
It's called The Thing with Two Heads, and I watched the trailer, and it looks absolutely ridiculous. It was made either the year before or year after Frogs, so he's still that old man. He's exactly the same as he was in Frogs.
I want this so badly. I might watch it tonight. No, I want to watch that one with you, with all three of you. I want to watch that one together. I would like to have a nice sit down
discussion.
I would enjoy that one a lot.
Oh, that would be we could do an episode like that where we watch the movie and then we just talk about it.
Yeah, have a watch along
all together.
Right, it'd be like a mystery science theater.
Yeah, we should do that.
Ooh. Yeah,
record our thoughts during the movie.
Yeah, like time it up so they can watch the movie along with us.
Oh, be like, all right, we're starting the movie right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sync it up.
It's on Tubi, I think, for free.
Yeah, we could do that. I would love to do that.
Yeah, we could try and do something like that. That would be fun.
We should do that with the Leprechaun movies.
Right. Maybe we shouldn't do that with maybe we shouldn't do that with The Thing with Two Heads, because if it's about a racist I don't know. I feel like there might be some things that can't go on YouTube.
Yeah.
That might get taken down.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe we could just watch it ourselves and record a
we
short
can put it
episode
on
of us
Patreon.
talking about it. Yeah. We don't have Patreon.
Yeah. Not yet. Throw that one up
Not
on
yet.
the page. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Well, the next actor that I just had down was Sam Elliott, who played Pickett Smith, of course. And he's been in so much stuff, but my favorite role of his was The Stranger in The Big Lebowski, which we kind of already mentioned.
That's your favorite Sam Elliott role?
I think so. I thought he was great in that. It's such a short
I liked him
role,
as Cher's
there's just a
boyfriend in
lot.
Mask.
He was very good at Mask, yeah.
He was very good in Mask.
He was very good at Mask. He's good in everything he does because he plays the same character, but he plays it so well that he's just amazing.
What was that show that he did briefly with Ashton Kutcher and
The Ranch?
Yeah, The Ranch. The Ranch was great.
I heard it was really good. I think I might have watched parts of episodes, but I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah. My brother and my dad and I used to watch it all the time. And then that one guy from That 70s Show got in big trouble.
Oh,
he made a few oopsies. Let's just say
that. He's in the prison. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, oh my. Danny Masterson, that's his name.
Yes, Danny Masterson.
Yeah.
So the next person I want to mention was Joan Van Ark. She played Karen, and she was in tons and tons of TV, lots of soap stuff. But she did some voice work for recent video games that I wanted to mention because you guys usually like it when I talk about video games. So she did a voice in Redfall. I don't know that one. And she was a voice in Fallout 4. Those are the two games that I recognized.
Hell yeah. Do you know what I really want to know, though? Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. Keep going.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to name an actor. I wanted to hear what they were in. I wanted to hear what Aunt Iris was in.
Not a whole lot.
Damn.
Not a ton.
It's a bummer.
I don't think she even acted very long. It was like a short span of a few years.
She wasn't even an actor. She
was not much there.
Just a neighborhood lady.
Maybe.
She didn't even know she was being filmed. She actually died.
That would be great. I would love that.
I forgot to mention.
Yes.
Because I looked up the location. You can visit that house still.
It's a museum, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's still open. You can still go check it out.
Yeah, it would be very cool.
Oh, hold up.
6 o'clock.
Hold up the bell.
You can hear my whistle.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Marianne lives right next to the small town. Tell you what time it is. Whistle.
Yep.
Fire department. So that means it's 6 p.m. right now.
Yes.
The only other actor I wanted to mention was David Gillingham. He played Michael, and his first role was in Dirty Harry, and he is an uncredited homosexual. It said in his bio.
Uncredited homosexual. What a role. What a role.
I hope it said that. I tell you what, after what I said about Sam Elliott today, I might be an uncredited homosexual. I'm going to say that instead of saying in the closet for people now. They're uncredited.
Uncredited. I love that. Yes, let's make that happen.
In the background, behind the scenes.
Yep.
You should get a shirt that says that.
Uncredited homosexual.
Oh my
I'll get
god.
That printed.
Mm-hmm.
There's an Etsy store that'll do that for you.
We could make merch.
We could make merch. That would be a big seller, I think.
Uncredited homosexual definitely would be.
And we could have it in like that 70s bubble font.
Oh my god, yes.
With maybe some stars.
I love it. I love it already.
Let's do it. It's
like blow art. I love it.
Yes.
Not like that, Joe.
Oh, for God's sake.
Pervert. See you chuckling over there. Getting your jollies off.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the movie.
Oh, yeah.
The reviews were kind of mixed. There was a lot of complaints about the acting. They said there was a lot of overacting and a lot of underacting. And they called the deaths silly, but they said they liked the message. So they were kind of back and forth. There is no novelization of this movie, and you can watch it on YouTube for free.
Yeah, that one's under YouTube's radar right now.
Yeah.
It sure is.
How many views did it?
Catch it Jordan, while you can.
Jordan, wait, I want to see how many people have watched it on YouTube. I'm going to look right now.
20,000.
You already looked?
Yeah.
20,000.
Was it really 20,000?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
It was really 20,000?
Yep. 20,000.
Yeah.
Did you think it was going to be less?
Yeah, 20,000. It's been on there for 6 years.
Good for them.
There you go, Marianne. There's other people like you out there.
There is. There sure is.
I bet you can find like a group on Reddit or something that talks about this movie.
Well, there's a whole subgenre of eco horror and like animal horror that was super popular. There's so many movies about bees, and there's Grizzly, and yeah, it's called.
I love
it's about snakes.
Yeah.
It got kind of crazy for a bit there. The
Snakes on a Plane.
Oh my god, that throwback to those old movies, I think.
Mm-hmm. Do you think so?
I think so. Yeah.
Snakes on this
motherfucking plane. Yeah, lots of movies in that genre, and I think you guys would probably think they're all pretty boring. I don't know.
Snakes on a Plane was great. What are you talking about?
Snakes on a Yes. Well, I'm thinking the older ones, like from this
I see.
generation, from the 70s.
Oh no, nothing could beat Grizzly.
I love Grizzly. Jordan and I had an idea. What was our? We were gonna do a Grizzly
our sequel. Yeah, it was the one with the kid who got his arm bit off, and it was gonna be him 20 or 30 years later, and another Grizzly comes out, and he's a Grizzly hunter, and he's like, "Fuck."
But where was it gonna be set? Where was it gonna be set?
I don't remember what we said.
Is this what we talked about at my house?
Snoop Dogg's gonna be in it.
Yes.
And what were we gonna name it for?
This conversation was over a few cocktails in my living room.
Grizzle.
Grizzle, yes.
Grizzly 3, full Grizzle.
Grizzle Manizzle.
Yeah, there was some cocktails involved.
You would do it. Snoop Dogg would do it.
Probably.
Absolutely.
Sure. So, do we want to talk about next movies or anything? It seems like when we talk about next movies, we end up not doing so I don't know if we should or not.
Yep. Whatever you get, you get.
That's right. This is free entertainment, so if you don't like it, you don't have to fucking listen. And maybe we should put how to unsubscribe in our bio. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get argumentative with our fans.
With our fans.
And leave comments.
If you don't like it, you can leave. No, please don't.
All right. So that was Frogs, guys.
Yeah.
Frogs.
Yeah, pretty divided. Jordan and I liked it. You guys did not. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a ride.
What a ride. That's right.
Non-stop thrill ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, also, if anybody is curious about Thomas A. Berman, he does have like a bunch of YouTube videos about his work. I'm not sure about this particular movie. I didn't see it, but he does talk about Yeah, he does talk about his makeup. It's like his interviews around there.
There you go.
All right. Hopefully he talks about frogs.
I didn't see one for frogs. It's like more of his popular movies, like Invasions of the Body Snatchers.
He doesn't like talking about doing frogs.
Probably not.
He was probably just given a kit from like Spirit Halloween.
Spirit Halloween. And said work with it.
Here you go.
You can use the mud and the moss too.
They gave him some markers.
Mm-hmm.
Some Crayola markers.
Crayola. Oh, I don't think they could afford Crayola, Zach.
Oh, you're right. What was the other brand?
I forgot. Rose Art or something.
Rose Art, yes.
Trash markers.
Color pencils suck.
I like the wrappers on the crayons for Rose Art better. I like the design of the wrapper better.
But the crayons are so
more aesthetically pleasing. No, I didn't like the crayon. No, the crayons were trash, but the little paper around the crayon, I enjoyed I liked the logo and the color.
Did you eat them?
Crayola. No.
But they smelled real good, didn't they, Zach?
What'd you say?
I said, but they smelled real good, didn't they, Zach?
Oh, they smell great. Almost as good as the Sharpies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, those Sir Marks a lot.
Oh,
remember
God,
those?
yeah.
They had the stripes around the barrel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those would take you to space for a few minutes.
Good stuff.
I saw God through a marker.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I think we're done with this episode.
Well, I've been Zach.
Yeah, I've been Marianne.
Yeah, I'm still special guest Joe. Thank you if you've gotten this far.
Tune in next week for a better movie.
Or a worse movie. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know yet.
That'd be really hard to do.
I can do it. I could find a worse movie.
I challenge you.
I can give you a worse Spookies. Let's watch Spookies. If you want a worse movie.
How about the Willies?
The Willies is not worse. The Willies is a great movie. That's like Goonies.
Oh, that's how we know it's bad.
Horror. No, it's like Goonies kind of.
Oh, okay.
But horror, and it's like an
Thomas R. Berman. He did Sloth's makeup for the Goonies.
Nice.
Yeah.
Baby?
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna take care of you.
Nice.
All right, how about?
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 That was good.
Oh yeah. Good job, bitch.